Yes. Oh, Are you going to the mine?
Yeah?
Are you going to the mine case?
I can show. I can show what most of.
Now, shall I say? What's the but I probably.
Unang komanya rin no, Philippines. Abatsale podium. Abayenza. Abayenza kakhulu. Bekukhona andimazi uyephi. Wathi uthe uyahamba.
Ayinguye lo wasedolobheni.
Okay.
Wayenza disappointed. Kodwa nika.
Ke maitseng le tlosetse. Ya isebenzile.
Thank you very much. Malibongwe.
Igama lamakhosikazi.
Malibongwe.
Igama lamakhosikazi.
Handlemoyeng obomme ba rona ba Freestyle. Re kope tshwarelo ka ho tlala le ga fetola program. Minister ka hobane ena ke motho wa mme ona batla go kgwa dipotso le ntate Mophiri mona le ntate Mazolo hobane hona le bontate. Event ena e re etsang re bitsa eng re batla ho fumana eng. Jwale ke yona ntho e sebetseng nako le hore re ntse re sebetsa jwang le lona ebe ho na le tshebetso na. Now we are going to start with our program. I'm told that in your events you've got a person who always open for prayer. Mama or brother who are not suffering like a victory. The Rupa Fala Tablet of the Fana, the Homo Fala Sito.
Jehova ntate, Jehova mora, Jehova moyo wa haleluya. Jehova sa kopane sebakeng sena le letsatsing la kajeno. Re leboha ho hao o re tsositseng, re leboha ho hao o bolokileng bana ba hao ho tloha malapeng, ho tloha mo ba tswang teng. Modimo wa ka ho fihlella sebakeng sena, re o lebohela ka ketapele ya rona e teng sebakeng sena. Jehova ke ka wena hodima tsohle. Modimo wa ka re sa kopane Jehova re etse basadi Modimo wa ka lokileng ba tshwanang le bo Melidia be leng hore ha ba tswa ka hara dikopano tse tjena ba tswa ba matlafetse Modimo wa ka, ba tswa ba tlisa phapang Modimo, ba tlisa taste, ba tlisa monko o monate ka hara setjhaba ka ho fetisisa Modimo wa ka ho phahamisa basadi me basadi e seng e wele. Jehova re sa qala mosebetsi wa tsatsi la kajeno re o nehela ho wena Modimo, itsamaele iketsetse ka ho rata rona re le batho re ya kokobela ho phahame wena lebitsong le letle la mopholosi wa rona e leng Jesu Kriste. Amen.
Re lebohe ntle le ho senya nako because ke bontshitse hore re matha ka mora nako wa bohloko haholo fela. Ke tlo fa chief whip ya lejo Lekutswa a tlo ya Matjhabeng a tlo re amohela baeti ba rona ebe ka morao re tla fana ka Ntate Khalifa a tlo fa sepheo sa ho baneng re le mona ka morao mme Thabiso o tla fana ka input ho sa week ka morao tla fuwa monyetla wa hore le bue le baetapele kaofela ka mona ntle le nna fela ho se program director le MC so ntsha iyane ka jeno so Ntate Mpolisi tla ka ba dipotso tsa ka jeno and then tla ba mo primary ebe go re tsebisa le moetlo wa rona wa bohlokwa ka jeno ebe re a kwala so ha e tlo ba mosebetsi o motelele haholo ke kaolo ya ho keteka kgwedi ya bomme o tlamehile le etsahetse hantle ka di-1 tsa August o manamo Ntate Khalifa sebela tse ngata a di funa di ma a ese apha Ntate Grigori kwa manamo a tse go kuse le ya wa ngise mona so go ba le thale le rona mona na be isa ka mo Ntate Khalifa se se ka di tshimo.
Program director Watinta Bafazi Watinti Mbogoto. Our colleagues, I thought it is a new month of August. We are celebrating women empowerment, women emancipation. Watinta Bafazi Watinti Mbogoto. No, thank you very much, Program Director, MC, MEC of Human Settlement. If there are any questions and clarity seeking, you'll have to stand up and le amohele le mona Matjhabeng le le bomme in construction. Re batla ho leboha our forebearers who have fought for us as women. In 2023, re ipone re le basadi dissecting that were mainly and previously dominated by males. So re leboha bona batho ba re lwanetseng tokoloho. Ha re ba batle ho ba bitsa ka mabitso mare re batla ho ba leboha ka role ba e bapetseng ho etsa sure hore we achieve 50-50 in all sectors of the society. Ne re batla ho le jwetsa fela hore dintja di kwalletswe. You can relax. Ke a bona makhanselara a teng ka mane ke ne ke ba kopile hore ba kwalle dintja so that when you want to interact with the leadership from central and provincial government, di ska nne tsa nna tsa le hobola la etsa le tshabe ho raiser the issues tsa lona that are affecting you as women in the sector that you find yourself. Le amolehile kaofela re amohetse bohle ba hlaha central government as led by the Minister of Human Settlement and all the administration. le amohelehile mona matjhabeng. Ho thwe ke matjhabeng ka baka la hore most of the migrant workers ba tlile mona ba tlo etsa mosebetsi, ba sebetsa sector-eng ya mine. So now as we all know hore sector ena ya rona ene e le booming, e thusa in terms of the GDP ya country, ho thwe ho betse hona jwale. So re tlameha re check-e tsela tse ding tsa ho etsa economy ya rona e phele. That's why we find ourselves re na le bomme ba etsa construction. Ke a leboha ka mosebetsi ona o mokgutshwane ko fuweng ke motsamaisi wa program. Lokolohang ke hona se le tla bona fela ke lapeng mona. Ra leboha.
Wathinta abafazi ba kgathetse ba botho tsa bona. Mara ke a hopola le tsona meketing e fapafapaneng. E re fela ke hlalosa hanyane hore ke entse phoso, ne ke itse tate Khadipotla etsa purpose e ngotswe makumi mona. Ke tla e hlalosa fela ka tsela e itseng hore number 1, we are celebrating the Women's Month as the department, and we find it necessary that we need to have a conversation with the women of the Free State. Minister, since my appointment as the MEC for Women's Settlement, there have been so many requests by women as individuals, women in the form of SAWIC, and women who are just in need of human settlements around the Free State. And we couldn't have time. There have only been time, I think, in satellites of meetings over telephones. There have never been a session like this. Hence, the HOD then said, let's have this session because it has always been one of the things that we want to have. But the second thing is that we are also preparing for an Indaba on the 17th of August with the women of the Free State, not only in construction, but women who are just interested on human settlement. Human settlements involves a lot of things. It does not just involve the building or the constructing of housing, but it also involves how you settle yourselves around. So these are some of the things that also, Minister, there's a surprise that I've said the Premier has announced here, but the integrities, the women will discuss with the HOD. But we have set something aside only for this month for women. The Premier will later on, as and when he speaks to you, announce what it is that we are going to do for the women in the sector. So, Happy Women's Month, we are aware of your challenges as women. We are aware of the things that sometimes prohibit you to take part in the human settlement, either tendering or bid processes. And these are the things that we have taken a decision as the department to overcome, to ensure that you are also going to be empowered and be secured for the future. We are saying this because we know that for every society to develop, it has to empower and educate women. So this is what we are going to do moving forward. Because a nation that neglects the women is the nation that destroys the future. Because the women have so much impact to the future. So the reason why we are here as the Human Settlement Review is to assure you that we are with you, we are aware of your challenges, we are also aware of the achievements that we have done in the past, and we want to take you from where you are and build you up. So those are the inputs that we are making to you. Thank you very much. So, without much ado, let me call Mayor Solom to come and talk to you from Saudi, Matoro.
Malibongwe. Amasawiki. Malibongwe. Honorable Minister, I acknowledge you this afternoon, this morning still,
Honorable Premier Dukwana, the Mayor of Machabeng, Chief Whip, our MEC of Human Settlement, thank you so much for this event, and thank you so much for affording women an opportunity to come engage with you. MEC Orai Tehari is the first of its kind. We have all the leadership here. I've presented, I've prepared a presentation that I thought I was going to flight, but I'll just go through it, and maybe I'll jump some things so for the people that do not know our organization, the South African Women in Construction, the Free State chapter. South African Women in Construction and Built Environment, even the professionals, even the students. So if you're a professional, you can join our organization. If you're in training, construction related sector, you can join our organization. If you're a student in construction civil, you can join our organization. We are represented in all 9 provinces. Free State, I'm the chairperson of South African Women. Like the MEC has already alluded. We've got currently a membership of 102 women. Honorable Minister, 75% of these women are in grade 1. This has been a picture that has been recurring for many years. 3% are in grade 2. I will share this presentation with the minister so that you know the statistics. Grade 1 with regards to CE, 57% grade 1. 7% grade 2. So, in fact, the whole of South Africa, this is not only a Free State picture. But in Honorable Minister, is a willingness from your counterparts, willingness from our department to say we're taking your hands. Where is the willingness going to start? There was a constitutional court case that came out in December, which was nullifying the procurement bill. But a pronouncement was made to say there has to be, entities must do their own transformation policy. We want to call on the Department of Human Settlements. I'm not sure whether that should come from province or should come from national. Minister, I need to find out where is the policy or how far is that policy. Because when you go to departments, it does not matter which department you go to. You told Oscar Tompel like a 40% set aside, because the 40% set aside, there is no legislation governing that. And regarding the officials, so that transformation policy is a Minister, we had been given a few houses for our grade 1s when MEC Ntombela was still, Premier Ntombela was still at the helm. The women were given one to 6 houses. Now, this 1 to 6 houses given to women, you are expected to start a house and finish it. Meaning spend something between 100,000 and 130,000, depending on an area that you are. I worked for a person who has not had any kind of income, so the payments are not progressive, are not per milestone like any other project. 120,000, and we are expected as women who are implementing those projects to bring quality, and moreover, payment on those. I have one of our members that is sitting to about more than 360 days. Those are the kind of challenges that we are facing. As a result, Honorable Premier, Honorable Minister, there is no growth with our women. This picture that I just presented now in terms of percentage it's actually growing worse because we're getting more and more women that wants to be part of South African women in construction. And when we're speaking of women in construction, we do recognize that not everybody's a member of SAWIC because people are not working. Our membership is about 1,250. You cannot expect a person who has not been working for such a long time to be able to have that kind of money. So we are cognizant of that. That is why as South African women in construction, in the Free State in particular, we've got non-members that we have adopted, so we've opened up groups, so we share information. Particularly the women that are more in the rural areas, we've got a group in Harib, we've got a group in Tabanchu and Botshabelo, where we sharing information with these ladies and any training information. And I would like to just report that CEDA, as an institute of government, they are going to be running a 4 days in the Mangaung region. They're going to be running a 4 days construction course, just to bring women up to standard with the building regulations and what a building should be looking like. So we really just want to commend them and appreciate them on that. Furthermore, Honorable Minister, we are working with a lot of stakeholders that SAWIC at a national level has MOUs with. And one of them that is really close to my heart is HDA. HDA has been wanting to assist women in the province for the longest of time. However, we have not really been getting any kind of joy with regards to that. Because my thing is, I understand the risks that the province or the department will be taking when you're taking 10 or even 100 women that are on grade 1 that have never worked. Now it's my responsibility, or it's our responsibility as SAWIC to make sure that we will be able to implement quality projects. We will be able to implement projects on time and on cost for the benefit of the people that will be implementing. Now, HDA came to us and said, we have money, we want to train you, we want to mentor you. We're just looking for an exit strategy. So today I'm pleading in front of you with our Honorable Premier, our Honorable MEC, let's make that reality come to pass. We are working with a number of key stakeholders. Just in summary, human settlement, and our view of human settlement, if could have a database for women, then anything else will spring for that, whether it be training, whether it be building opportunities. We're looking as well as on economic development, which is Distia in our province, to facilitate with funding institution, but I'm glad that NHFC is also here because we as SAWIC, even at national level, we have been in talks with them. They are ready, they're just waiting for us to say, here is a list of women that are about to get projects, we are willing to fund. They were in our province about 2 weeks ago, and they're ready for us. Funding institutions, we've already been talking to APSA. APSA is also waiting for us to come through and say, here is a program, or here are the women that have got projects. Mentorship is very key. I'm standing here as a beneficiary of a program that had mentorship. And I was trained, but I had a mentor. And from there, I was able to understand construction holistically. So I can run my project as a project manager, I can run my project as a site agent, I can run my project as a site supervisor. Those are the kind of skills that we need to impart if we're going to impart. It's not only about CIDB grading, but it's the ability of these women to run sustainable businesses beyond even construction. Something that is going to open their mind to even opportunities outside of construction or related industries within the construction industry itself. There is SHRA, we've got an MOU with SHRA, we just need support thereof, and HDA, as I've alluded, as well as the CETAs with regards to training. I'm currently having about 7 students that I got from the Department of the Premier through the CETA program. So we need to acknowledge the good when it's done. This is a give and take kind of relationship. I've got students that I'm helping professionalize, but they come with knowledge because they studied. I've got quantity surveyors, I've got civil engineers in my company. I even have a health and safety officer. So the Office of the Premier has opened that door for us, for the ladies that will need that. So how we move forward, we, as a week, we will be reporting on capacity building interventions of which we will need support for, integrate resources and advocacy together with the Department for Women Development programs in the Free State, extend continuous support for women in the industry via knowledge sharing from established contractors. Our other goal is to start the process of getting relevant accreditations for our members, for SRA, as per the MOU agreement, because SRA really is waiting for us. And collaborate, because collaboration is very key in making this a success. We're working with an organization called Women in Plumbing as well, because they're going to be, remember, as we're sitting here, we cannot all be entrepreneurs. We would like to be, but we're not. But we need people to impart skills on people. We need women plumbers. And women should not shy away from that. We need women electricians. So we're working with institutions that are going to be imparting that kind of training and accreditation to these women so that they become artisans. You know, a good thing about that is that how le mmeo etsa plumbing, ne? There's always mamang hlokang plumbing within your community. So you do not have to wait for government to say, "Kemetse tendara, kemetse matlo, kemetse eng." You can already run and have your own clientele. The same with electrical, because there's solars that are springing out everywhere. We need to capacitate the women to prepare them to be operating at that level. And the market is open now. It's almost leveled, but it's not. It's still tilted to one target, but our time is now, ladies. So do not shy away from getting the skills. Do not shy away from knowing how to take a brick and or ale mortar or ahele water le hand. The expectation from the department that we really like to see happening is for the department to move on the transformation policy. I think for me, if we're gonna speak 40% set aside even next year or even a month from now and that transformation policy is not there, then this was a fruitless expenditure on behalf of the department, because Minister, we cannot be sitting here next year and we're still saying the same things. We need the department to advertise the database of women, youth and people with disabilities. Issue an appointment letter to the appointed lower grades that they are working directly with the department. That's a model that Mpumalanga is using. I'm certain that the minister is privy to it. So our short-term goal in conclusion is we want to add value, not just to make a quick buck. We want to add value to the women. We want to add value to the department. And one thing I can say, MEC Dodo, is that once you give a woman a project, that project will start and finish. Come what may. The challenges might make it take longer, but it will finish. We want to have a lasting relationship with the Department of Human Settlements. We want the department to leverage on other departments so that we synergize the efforts of the department for the benefits of the women in construction. And it's our responsibility to take proactive steps to be involved. Before I put the mic down, I just want to acknowledge as well MEC Premier Minister. The office of the HOD called us yesterday, or rather, in fact, already starting from last week, they started engaging us, showing interest in really working together with us. I'm not going to say much, but I just want to say that I appreciate what you're doing with your leadership and the influence that you're doing. We recognize that, though the challenges are there, and I'm hoping that moving forward, we're going to have meaningful conversations and meaningful projects for the women. So I thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Bombe, I think you can do better for your representation. Thank you. Ntlele team ya now. Ke go fa lona menyetla ba le le buisana ba ka directly. Acting DG is here, the HOD from the department is here, there are other officials from municipalities, I think the MM is on that side, and the team. So I'm going to give 5 hands this side and the other 5 this side. 5 this side and the other 5 this side. Kishimile di partner in the going out of okay. Thank you. Here's the hand this side. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. I will come back. If time allows, I will come back. Number 5. But please, be careful on the time. Be precise to the question or comment or request or anything that you want to say. After I say, I support Okalawana, Sasolo, Montezuano, Renda is great. So the government is the same thing. You must start with this side. But the questions that are going to be asked this side, they should not be repeated that side, because the answer will remain the same. Little night, I'm number 5. How about talk to now? So, refer to our chance. Thank you very much. Now,
another question is on social housing.
so they asked me to all go that side. I don't know which side. They are saying it's live TV, so there must be somewhere here. So you can come the other.
Okay, my question is on social housing. As women of Sawik, already identify a land that is structurally zoned for social housing, because without land we can't do anything. Even going and getting accreditation, what are you going to do with it when we do not have access to land? If you can just avail the pockets of land that are zoned for social housing, it will assist us. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 2.
We are not working hard to
project ya matlo qala 2017 le no tjena ha eso feng mola ha wa matlo ka rebeke ha ka qetwa hantle no tjena na ho tsetsuwa matlo ka re phaka ha e sa le matlo project e dula e ema e le jwalo ha o so be ha ona ntho ho tswa
ne ke kopa thuso.
Dumelang ke tapele. Nna ke nna Khoni Molebeledi. Ke nna Khoni Molebeledi, ke tswa company e bitswang Conlicious Pride. E sale ke na le company na ke dilemo, ke ngwana Matjhabeng mona, ke hlaetse Matjhabeng, ke holetse Matjhabeng. Ke ne ke batla ho tseba pele hore na hore ke fumane project maybe ya matlo kapo ya eng, ke tlamehile ke be a member of SAWIC. Hape ke ne ke batla ho tseba hore na ho sebetsuwa jwang hore ha o le motho a nang le business ka hare ho Matjhabeng o fumane business e le o tlamehile o fumane business because o na le connection kapo o tlamehile o fumane business because o tseba ho quota kapo o tlamehile o fumane business hobane o tlamehile o rwabale le someone kapo o tlamehile o be le o tsebe business because o tlamehile o etse something for someone. Re kupua ditjhelete ka hare ho Matjhabeng hore re etse di-business, re kupua ho rwabalwa le rona hore ka hare ho Matjhabeng re etse di-business. So re batla ho tseba hore na re ikemele jwang, re etse jwang because nna e sale ke register company ha hona le Matjhabeng e ka mpolellang hore ke teng registereng ya bona ya hore ba mpatale. Ke ngwana Matjhabeng mona, ke holela mona Matjhabeng, company ya ka e registered, office ya ka e etsa compliance, ke na le compliance e felletseng, NHBRC ya ka ke nna a ngotseng, ke tseba ho etsa bricklaying, ke tseba ho etsa plumbing, ke tseba ho etsa roof. Ha o so be le mo ke kenang teng ke a quota ha e khutli, ha re tsebe le hore na ha e khutli hobaneng, ha re tsebe hore na criteria e sebediswang hore ebe o qualify ke efeng. So re ne re batla ho tseba hore na re tlamehile re tsole, re tlamehile re patale, re tlamehile re etse eng ka ho Matjhabeng.
No, I was just saying even as so botsa. Mind you, most of us but baka mona na re wetse group nya batho be leng hore we are disadvantaged. Ha ne re keta sekolo, ine re ha re apply, ho no batwa experienced. Re group nyeo, re generation nyeo that was disadvantaged. E ile nya ha re keta sekolo, ho batwa experience. Ra end up re hola re sa fumana mosebetsi due to experience. Then we ended up opening our own businesses. The training, being entrepreneurs in our own, and now we batla mosebetsi still. Ha re fitla re apply mosebetsi, ha e sale re le C1. Ha re keta wa apply mosebetsi, ho thwe ho na re ke le referrals tsa mo ke ka sebetsa teng. Still it means that we are the generation that will always be wanted experience that was not even given to us when we were young, even if we are adults. So now, if little really C1, and also know what's saying the statistics. I also was thinking about the statistics saying who was in the SAWIC. Who na le baba happy, that is only SAWIC statistics. Who na le batho general statistics of SAWIC. What about it means the percentage is very high. Now, but I live aware who most of us go to education and whatnot, we are the generation that was disadvantaged, and even now we are also being disadvantaged. It means we come to follow our lives. Apply. Secondly, we get into the business now. We don't experience. We don't experience. How much I told you, how much I don't know. We don't experience.
Thank you.
Ka di 7 tsa January
show by the councillor of Kubayi, Lucy Kubayi, and they know about this. Haksof money too, so like I in Kubayi, Kubayi leacha, kasala kesina nexe kesala kadi apa wazaki dia peri. So kini kipo atuso kilo bila ha mali make kipo atuso kipo ba atuso ni watu. Anyway, Kubayi shirika la kala lo shiki. It's children of that. Can you go on truth?
Thank you.
Matlo 5 ya ofkella le hona tla ke bua tjena ha ke so a patala jwale kutlo bohloko hore na o re la so fuwa mahlano nyana fela wa nkile o ba no so bona so la phile ho mme taba yo nkutlise bohloko ho lore nka hlola ho patala matlo 5 hona le engwe ya nkgono 5 nyeo e ke sa kgonang le itata ka baka la tjhelete e siyo
Dumelang batswadi ke mme Ministerial ene potso ya ka ke lebisitse ho baetapele re trained construction dilemo re qualified re na le di business re apply ha hona mo re fumana mosebetsi ka ra thabong ha di project di le teng re fumana le go sebetsa batho ba tswang ka ntle ba siko ka ra thabong rona ntse re apply ho sena letho e etsahalang hona jwale re fuwe funding ya dikoloi material wa hao ha wa construction di lori di hona jwale di flat di dutse fela ha hona ntho re etsang empa re ka ra mathabeng re tla lo sebetsa kae hobane ha re ya di province tse ding ha ba re batle rona re etse jwang re le batho ba mathabeng
dumelang ka lebitso ke Dibukano Maetlane ke ne ke botsa fela hore na ha e le mona ho thwe basadi bongata ba bona bana le grade 1 basadi bana ba bang ba bangata bana le grade 1 ba ntse ba tswa ho di grading tse kgolo empa ka lebaka la ho banyaneng ha re ka ba ka fumana mosebetsi re na le di grade 6 di grade 6 tseo re downgrade le se re le ho di grade 1 so ke khonne ho fitla ho grade 6 jwang ha re ha ke batla mosebetsi ho botho ba twa grade 4 ho fitla ho grade 6 hore ke fitla ho grade 6 ke qadile ho grade 1 ntse ke tseba mosebetsi ana ha o le doctor ha o so sa sebetsi certificate sa o so downgrade 1 na ha re ha ke ne ke na grade 6 sa ke sa fumane mosebetsi be ke fuwa 1 ha ke sa tseba mosebetsi a ke ntse ke tseba mosebetsi wa hore ebe ke fitlile ho grade 6 ya ke so ke tlo fumana mosebetsi jwang ke le grade 1 empa ke ne ke le grade 6 ke sa fumane mosebetsi why certificate is 26 grand se suwe fatshe botho a ke khone ho fumana mosebetsi because ke grade 1 mara ke hla ho grade 6 so ntse ke tseba mosebetsi musakere kapa ya utlwahala ke ntse ke tseba mosebetsi so ke ntwe sebetsi wa ndwang ya hore grade 6 ya ka ke ane fatshe ke tshwere ke sena ke shebile se ke le grade 1 hono jwale ha ke khone ho fumana mcoachela mosebetsi wa grade 4 5 6 ka baka la grade 1
Okay.
Kalebu.
Number 5.
Ke tla rata ho dumedisa ketapele ya ka ha mmoho le batswadi ka hara holo ena. Nna ka lebitso ke nna Puleng. Ke tlo hlaya ke le motjha ebile ke le motho wa mme. Ke dumela hore ebile ke tlo bua ka nna. Baetapele ba ka sekolong re fihlile sorry sekolong ka nnete re fihlile ba ho ka tshepo ya hore ha re fetsa dikolong wa tla le di-opportunity tse ding tse leng hore di tla hlaya ka ntle ho thwe we are a set generation because motho o leka ka mona ha ona moo kgonehalang teng jwale ke tlisa ho lona ketapele ya ka hore ka mora ka nnete meeting ona ha o kwebele a way forward re le tjena re na le dikgwebo tse leng hore ka nnete re hloka hore di kgone ho maintaineha di ka se kgone ho maintaineha because of there are no opportunities re kopa ho lona ketapele ya ka ha ke batla ho feta mona ke batla fela ba bang chance mare re kopa ho lona baetapele ba ka hore le lokolleng hleng
hore empower re le batjha jaaka ba boss ka mona ba buile hore di-skills di teng tse e leng hore di ka kgona ho tswela pele tse ding ba tse ding tsa tsone batho re di tshwere but ha re kgone hore ka di sebedisa because there are no opportunities and I believe with di-pleke tse tshwana le bo hena management they are very much disadvantaged. Jwale di disadvantaged on top of that the opportunities that are very much limited. Ha di le teng hona le batho beng ba tsone already without having hore di tswelle di phalle community at large. Ke tla fella hakana.
Kami aku bagi sama sejarah itu ada di majmuu bamuzi just for our safela uti kita dibutuzi mawapilo mafumana mikajwa machali ibe kama kita ala naza fa kisaluza kamuna kita fanya di premier and then ibe kifa le dona la rona o arabe la muti ngamba otswaye unta tuwa o otswaye la fela tuwa lo di tuli itala jwa tole ko de majoro a tuli fela kama jwa ni
MEC, our Premier, our Minister, and all the MMCs, officials of government. But what I would say about the process of fumana msebetsi more much the service around. In a little boy, only kitla kupa municipal manager. At least that Shoni, the head of supply chain, immediately after this meeting. Was our guide or Bagafumana support Kansila Ifi. Because Rona, the Maspalo, much of the regular crowd, Retwanella support the woman. And the Arab Wagabon in every financial year. Joale Kitlakuba, municipal manager, the team Batako Banaluna, Bao, Banality company, the relevant wood issues are the service. Samachabe. We get Kuba or Bon Melbourne that Ringila Kator Lemas Palom Chabi. If Mamete house Konimuna Abuaga, she must not make a general statement. Because general statement, Bomelon that equals. Rekubua, but Wakuba or Bala Leruma. So that's what we want now. Relemas Pale Wamachabi. Regular Director Minister Yaorana a clean government. Mashoti already Mona Maspaling Rawalele. Lebatu Bare before Bafumana Babata Misebezi Baba Kupu the address, the telephone number, we are dealing with those issues. So you will not assist us outside general statement. So don't make a general statement of Kony. It will be anything made with the municipal manager, advocate, London board. We will enter that allegation. So we don't want a general statement. I mean, we're not in a Yimbizum. We just want to be specific. If you are saying the province, tell us that person. We can add. But Relemas Palo Machabe, we are committed to support Mamachabi. The municipal manager is here. He will be able to make a commitment, appointment through the supply chain and a guide process. Kiona in Kafana Karabo and NC.
Thank you. Eric Yarabe Yalifapa. Una limana ka freestyle aidina au olore matwati afiki musenzi ulemuke imba a utlwana le dipatlisiso ka tsela eo le hore dintho di sebeditswe ka teng. Ho na le matlo a auweng eo mosebetsi o seng motle haholo. Re kentse diphuputso moo, mara re dumellane re le lefapha hore matlo ana a auweng ke bomme. Ha o so tluwe ka diphuputso, ho fumanetse hore matlo a lona a auwe hantle, ho tlamehile ho patala ha ba tlameha e fete kgweding ya bomme e sa etsahala. Ke decision e nkileng hobane ha ho ena fela o tlamehile re qetile di-concerns kaofela tse ntsitsweng ke batho ba bomme moo ba ileng matlo go sa se matlo a mangata. Mme a nang mona re ile ra kopana le ena Constant, I think end May o la nna re hlalosetsa yona ntho. So ya ba le team, so I think e should to the ashora no ba tla checka gore bodo iri and then pele go le fela ha ntse di fitile test ya approval o tla etsa la patala le bo le bo le ba le ma go ba re check tsa ba di sentse morao ke go ba di tlhaise should ke di tlele na ka mona ke le go ka fela ba go me sa ke should go fa pa ke le go ba ka ta tsaro so re le sheba le rona o mara ne ke le fela tse dingwe ka di fafela ba tapile ba tshwara fela o ba mo mata ba tsona about gender education and gender empowerment and all the university program mo premier wa ka ndate ko se tuane o ka dumela ndate e be ka mora re tsa
Hanka ke batho go bua gobane nkile ka bua mme tse ngata tse re di buileng ga di sophetana. Mme bothata bo etsahalang ke gore ha o ntso ema o ntso bua ntho e le nngwe le batho go sena ntho e etsahalang e o fetola motho a leshano. Ke maobane ha ne ke bua le executive council gore re tlamehile go ke re be bold. I believe for some time re bile timid go lokisa dintho tse ding. Me re nkile position ya go ba bold, go ba aggressive, o addressa di-issues tse ngata tse le mathata go rona le tse etsang bonnete ba gore re mo le dintho tse bomme ba ntse ba di raiser ha di tlo etsahala dintho tsena ha fela rona re sa nke action o etsa di phethahale. Me for some time we've been trying gore dintho di etsahale and allowing gore batho ba ke ba phethise dintho tsena jwale di re beya ka mosing di re hlaisa ka tsela e nngwe. Jwale premier mo government the chief spokespersons are government and ke ena tshwantsa set a tone, ke ena tshwantsa direction. And I think for almost 4 or 5 months now one has not been able to do that because we believe you have a collective and we understand about our chiva. And that has actually led to a situation where the more you delay taking the bull and tackling the bull by its own, so I've come to the conclusion as simple, talk is cheap. So ke re fela re a utlwa tse le di raiser re a tseba le na le mathata. I mean mesolo ke la ba ka tlwela lo araba di phone tsa hae the messages tsa hae. It has been very painful or you have this vision and you know or it can be done and ha etsahale. So enngwe ya dintho tse re di entse no gore ntho ya service delivery war room ke ngeng ya dintho tse re tlameile re phethise. In fact re motjheng wa ho etsa PMU in the office of the premier o etsa bonnete ba hore re coordinate ntho tsa di especially infrastructural project tsa rona hona jwale ha o sheba dintho di ngata letona le tla hlalosa dintho tse ngata le tse ntse di etsahala mona ho ba le tjhelete ya tswa di project a di fele batho ba dula ba ntse ba na le mathata o na le project ya Geostel e na le more than 10 years ntse etsahala ke dintho tse ngata tse etsahalang batho ba patalwa mesebetsi a iphethahale ntho tsena kaofela mme issue fela gore ke eng problem and the problem e nngwe ona le batho ba nahanang gore ke bona ba tlamehile ho etsa nthwena e bo thata ho batho ba bomme because you are expected everywhere and it's le natural if you check Minister Kubayi positions tse ka fela difuwe a di sebeditseng ho tsona every time le ha e se ntho e teng it's natural e se tla wena psychological or jwalo ka mme you need to work many times better than or to prove the essence or you are capable. And this is the unfortunate situation because only that element ya rona ka hore rona re le bontate re deserve tsena. That's why to tola hore in everything to put aside this quota for batho ba bomme. And in many instances what then happens, you take them away from the mainstream and then they are not supposed to participate in the bigger scheme. So I think and that is what I'm going to end by saying and retamelo etsa diphetho me areto etsa tjena because le kgwedi ya bomme there is a lot that we will be doing. We will come and then so far it has been disappointing. In fact, I wouldn't even like to say anything to you because from the last time you revealed this is what we are doing. From the last time we need to do that. If you remember, we need to empower bomme were saying let's say that the alternative building revenge chance. We have always, we thought that we would be far by now and we would have driven a process our province lead by example.
Breakfast so give 4 events. That's all. Mara ke rata of simula ka o lebo ke acknowledge the skies are pause ke acknowledge premier acknowledge MEC premier Tukwana MEC Makume Mayor Khalipe Chief Wiporona le di MMC se le teng chairperson ya Sawiki leadership ya Sawiki bo mme ka o fela ka ra le jole putso ka ra matjhabeng le bontate ba tlileng ba tlo re tshehetsa agri gender struggle ase fela gore sontso re pushwe ke bomme fela le bontate sontso ba re thusa gore lwane re tlo etsa gore go loke bomme ba ka re kopane tsatsing la kasheno I think ke leboha go tshepana mo premier ha ya mela ko patshwarela I think ke boetele dipele bo re bo batla. It takes leadership to be able to acknowledge where things have not happened. Hore ha e le re ile ra etsa tshepiso ya ska etsa re khutle re ska batla ho etsa di explanations se yo re kopetswarela. And ke leboha premier for that you have done. But I hope it's a signal to our officials. Now I always say, Premier, my middle name is not I'm sorry. mme a ka ntse ha mfa mabitso a re ke Mamoloko try for some cancer Kubayi ha re le lengwe ke I'm sorry. So ke ba bolela hore before ke tla ra I'm sorry tla go le strateng go kubile. And I think that's what and construction, giving companies, giving projects, they are above not 40%, they are almost around 50% of women in construction being in the projects are human settlements. Similarly, Limpopo is high. I think Limpopo is sitting at must be the reason why we said they must be set aside. And Ronako Minmek, we monitor. Every time next month I do la Minmek, it'll be go northwest, rotate. One of the reports that comes is to check who amongst the provinces are meeting the 40% set aside, because that's the commitment we've made in the national. And Harry said the province, that's what we expect. So my responsibility is to be able to say in the allocation, in terms of police, no one must tell us that it's not doable. Limpopo is doing it. Mpumalanga is doing it. We expect Free State to pick up MEC, as we have committed. You are now in a new business plan. You are on procurement. We want to see women being given these opportunities. They can do it. And let me tell you, in provinces where I've seen projects run by women, they don't leave projects unfinished. It's not a myth. You know, most of the time, if just to share, in provinces where we hand over houses, let me tell you, a house that is built by a woman, when the minister most of the time those houses are furniture out of their pockets. These are women who are given an opportunity. Because when women are given an opportunity, they understand a concept of building a society. Now you are denying yourself an opportunity as Free State to be able to benefit in this building of a society. Now I get to apologize on your behalf, MEC. I'm sorry, HOD, I'm not going to apologize in front of these women on your behalf, because you are the accounting officer. I say I'm sorry. I wouldn't do it. You must account and tell us in terms of the time frame, when are we going to meet the target? That's what I'm interested in. Now, because this is how we work. It's not going to take anyone to come from anywhere. Reduce the budget. I just want to do it. I give a under the bus. I get only Landa that's what I listen to. Because there are things that we shouldn't be talking about years down the line. Renali indaba etla. Kadi 19 kutule emisi buaka ya hai. Kadi 19 and 20 we are in Free State. National is converging all women. We are going to talk about access to financing for women, where we bring people who are going to talk about how do you get support if you are in the social housing space. That's what you need to do. This is where you need to go. We are going to talk about access for funding in terms of banks. We are bringing them. We are going to talk about skills development. We are bringing, as well as the CETAs. One of the things that I've committed, I said to the team, and announce a training program across the country, each province 1,000 people for training in human settlements. Like Malobana staff meeting, every day one this, if you don't do it, I'm going to fire you. So I said to them, reach men. But one of the things that we have learned as well, part of this thing yet in grade 1, is that sometimes harassment finances again. So we want to bring those trainings to you. So that or financial statement is a company so no how account your company. How we very swipe go for shin or very so because it created the audit. the SARS statements. That's what we are interested in. And those things are available. What we need to coordinate, MEC, is to coordinate those programs specifically for women so that we can be able to say, let's do it, we will support you. Bring them to me, I will make sure that it happens. Training us in Twitter. That one we can do it quickly. Because it's for me just to get the team into flight. There's what we call the outreach programs. Nozipo is not here from comms. So I put our rights at the outreach programs because this is part of what they are supposed to meet with you as women. Because those things are programs that are available in the department for us to be able to support you, women. So, engagements, Rabua Katabatsan trainer as I talk about training. Issue ya grade 1, for them to move from grade 1. It because we need a support. You need to be given opportunities to build so that you can grow. You're not going to grow if Lisa told me. You will remain in grade 1 because there are no opportunities. So there are a lot of projects here in Free State that are incomplete. So, I'm unhinged today because I'm sitting with a lot of projects that are not finished in Free State. Money is gone. I do not have projects to hand over because I did fail. That can't continue. We want to rechange and get we are going to have to change. If it means people are going to go to, this morning I called Advocate Muti, SIU, to say, I need you in Free State as in yesterday. Because we can't continue like this. It's unacceptable. Chelete ya sechaba se a rona. Rinkela ba hlolohadi. Ke kgwedi ya bomme ba dutse strate. Chelete fedile bomme ba bana di toilet. Chelete tsamaile. I can't accept it. It's not going to happen. But what we are changani. Now, MEC, we can't live here when I can't get an explanation why our invoice when I'm told that invoices are paid within 30 days. It can't be normal. So I hope CFO how because because in the last minute we asked about these invoices. Now night win trade saying I get a one. Kara minmek, you don't blend. Rekopana kaofela rona, really the MEC, the minister, the deputy minister. Usually 40% set aside, we ask them to account. I have asked them to say the invoices must be paid within 30 days. Otherwise, you must tell us why you are not paying. So get item karamin. So on the podium, why invoices are not paid? Because it can't be right. And they must commit to us. Do you so to are out in the invoices as a receipt? But because it can be, I'm sorry, fair. There must be accountability. There must be account. Section A, as Lichi don't know, Nalarasin Biso. I get about a specific. Let's get to the specifics ourselves. Let's answer the specifics that have come here. Harim Biso. Bommer Bakupilor, I will let's have a public or Kemali Kupandiko. I will let's have a public or Kemalabatan, the Roman Biso. We're going to deal with it. Din Tokara, Premier Nagila tell what you have said. We said in the change is the Gara Free State. That's what you said to the public. When you took your oath and you said things have changed. So Narla Delaware, Nalina Lekili MEC, Gili Minister, Gilatela Mantua, how Gara Free State did the changes. Those who are doing these things, Baso Klabume, Bakupadiku, for Musevits, we must get their names. Harry told I can assure you I'll be on top of them myself. It can't happen. Not today. Not today. Remona re le bomme re le di-ministera because we were supported. Re nyoloha re ema re ba batho. Premier o tlhola bua a re mme o monnyane o bohlale. It's because of their support. I am where I am because there was support given to me. Hasang ke tle ke kopiwe dikobo gore ke tle ke nyolohe. Why must that be done to another woman and I keep quiet? When your door is open, don't close it. Kick it open and leave it open for another one. So that's my responsibility. It can't be that I sit in a meeting where it's said that women are asked and it becomes normal for me as a woman leader. In this day and age, opportunities for women, it can be right. People must know. And we must make examples. There will be no solution. You know, last month, a young woman who came to me. I don't play our minister. I have a JV. Raha building, Rally building, regular partnership into that building. Your people are telling Mahuana or Anse, Kara JV, Bakinye Mutwabon, I'm a young woman. I've put a forensic in that area. And I said, thank you for standing up because you have made me aware of something that I didn't know that maybe many others, they are going through body demands. So part of the responsibility as a woman is to be the change agent. When it has happened to you and you refused, because somebody else might be weaker to refuse. And if you refer the details so that we deal with it and protect the others who are coming, especially young women, especially black young women. We live Kara communities that gender-based violence is high. Part of the responsibility is to be able to protect them. And it starts by us blowing this whistle on these individuals. Ra kopa mabitso ao. Re batla ho etsa example. Nna ke a ba kganna. Kopa le mfe mbona. So there are two things that province MEC le HOD batla decide ke mang a arabang. Actually, D3. Issue the invoices, why they are not paid. Issue includes military veterans. Because finally we are military veteran. And then young Kula Osechile will deal with it, will attend to it. I'll take responsibility for it. I've asked my team to take the details, will help him. And then on the issue of restructuring zone MEC, we currently, I think Tsepiso is here, I just approved it's Western Cape. I currently do not have a request from you, from the province. So it will help if we can have the areas that you think that needs to be restructured, you send them to us so that we can process them. So it's an application that we'll have to do together with the municipality to say this is the area where it's not structured for social housing and therefore we need it for social housing. And then we can be able to approve it as national so that we gazette and then you have it. I think you'll see this week there will be a gazette here, Western Cape. We are pending details from Gauteng in the Eastern Cape. So we would like to have, as Mumeba Kupile, those areas. Perhaps if you can have an interaction with them to get into the detailed study areas, if there are areas that you do not have. So we will get support for mainly support the training. I think the issue for us, maybe just to clarify, how to support the real government? Yes, we encourage women to be organized. So most of the time, it's easier to work with men when they are organized because from a representative point of view, this is what we are saying. But it doesn't mean so we encourage the organization. So everybody work. So we do work with everyone, but we do encourage because it's easier for us to and all those things and get feedback. Because most of the time, the issues and bring them to us. whether it's here or national or Guy, so they are more organized, they are able to help. But I want to assure you, I know that currently there's been quite a lot of issue that relates to Constitutional Court. And maybe I'm not going to speak to other departments. But Kara Human Settlements, we are conscious about set aside, we are conscious about support for women. Because Department Leader ke basadi, Ministerial Deputy Minister ke basadi. Min me ke rena tlisa ka bontate ba support. So re hula pele ba latela le bona. So that's why I can count for in other provinces we are seeing improvement. And we're looking forward to see improvement in Kara Free State in terms of projects set aside for women and women given an opportunity. We've got to be conscious about it, MEC. You've got to monitor it monthly, and HOD. You've got to tell us from here what is your plan. It's not correct. We've got the opportunity, we've got the ability. Not only in the province, but we must encourage Mangaung as well. We send money to Mangaung as the national in terms of grants, USDG and ISUP. Want to see the increase in terms of spending for women in construction, and we'll continue to monitor. As it's if no, 40%. Because I we will be monitoring whether I can make it or somebody else, but it's about women getting the projects and opportunities. As I conclude, one of the things that I want to speak about is the issue around and as I said, it's good because when we see women doing work, it's good because we see them supporting their colleagues or bao bomme we don't the companies tsa bona se di hodile. Ha re reng ha re thola monyetla re nkeng bomme ba bang. Ra utlwana? Ha re nkeng bomme ba bang. For example, when I went to Mpumalanga, MEC na le teng ka Minmek, the project we visited, it was full project ya bomme. Almost about 600 houses. Nele mme o iwa no thotse contract o ilo company ya yodi, and then asapa bomme. It's full women. Mary hand out dintlo tsa teng. Ha ne ke le Mpumalanga le Minmek. Specifically women owned. Fully. That 500 was done by women. So le rona ha re thola monyetla. Re ska re ka re thotse major contract or a major contract. O botsa mawilo batla bontate mara o batla re advocate for women. Get these women as well as subcontracting. But let's support each other as well to do quality work. More bonang khona le bohlaswa re lokisaneng again, so that our projects can go through. NHBRC ska fitla no a re khona sign off for these houses because they are not here for quality. Then isinya lebitso la lona. So ke o thusana where you need support. I am here. But ba romela WhatsApp, ba romela phone. Look at Chapasan. O mo fetsi ka no Chapasan. Oh, ba tseba. Ba romela di WhatsApp ba lo ba mpoleletse MEC. Hore hey, ra tseba hore ka mo leadership is progressive. Ba buile jwalo primi. But we know we have a progressive leadership. But it does not translate into tangible output. That's what they said. For how we leadership, give leadership a progressive. Mara haribon the project. Now, Rona sonto rilo shaba episode Ohana Kai. So ndate kalipa wize kamo obatla smart city, karake new city. Yano nale anar dumelano rai. House na basadi ya una orgetla support. Obana li fleeting mo longise fleeting ka bona bo mme ka re ndate kalipachi. Ba itufela a re batle ba ba bona ntse bisitse before go di fela ba ilo ba trainer ba ise training so that they can drive the trucks. That's what we talk about. Bomme ba bangata ka ra South Africa re ba batla everywhere. And iseng hore re batla replace bontate a ke re ba bangata ka setšhabeng. If we shabela statistics, almost 60% of the population is women. 48% of households in South Africa are led by single women. If re ba kwalla ko ntle go tshore matlu bana ba ya dikobong ba saja. And bomme bana which I know because re phela kaofela. Ha re batle go lefa di food parcel, we must give you economic opportunities. Nna ntho e ke e thabela ba bane ke ba bolela ke re bo mme ikopanyentle le etseng di-business ke ba le teng, we must support you because re le encourage go starta di-business ra re vukuzenzela ke la ema la iketsetse. Now we must give you these opportunities, and I commit, as long as we are here, the government at Ramaphosa, he's cracking the whip on 40%. Limutlu la ke ra kwala a conference ya bomme ha bua. He was very clear. I have committed on 40% set aside. These departments must leave. And I no, rona re yentse as a police. But what I need to start raising my hand, all the provinces now are meeting that target of 40%, which we are currently not, and I'm looking forward. Now, Program Director MEC, I go as Program Director. Ya no jole ka minister wa hao ke tla go araba go ba eng wena le HOD wa hao araba mbomme
Le chat. C'est le matin du carreau. Ok. Il y a military veterans. On a l'internet carrément dans ton ou des camarades qui t'aiment accompagner le malade à l'autre sort. Qui est une constant delay. Mon avis, je vais te faire on record.
Yeah, in the Free State, there are a number of housing projects for military veterans. And there's one that is incomplete in Velcom, Riedes Park. I think there are 22 housing units. So one of the problem are the contractual disputes with the contractor. But those houses are they are of high quality compared to all the projects that we have constructed that military veterans in the province. So we are in the process of, I think we have advertised tenders. We'll be appointing contractors as part of the incomplete project. We are now in the second quarter, between the second quarter and the third quarter. Okay, thanks very much. What I'm trying to say is that we have advertised tenders for incomplete projects. So according to our procurement plan, between the end of this month and next month, we'll have appointed the contractors for incomplete projects. No. Yeah, the tenders have been advertised in the tender bulletins. No, I think we must check the tender bulletins. That closing date for the tenders that have been advertised. Okay, fine. Let me check the tender bulletins. Yeah, if you start check, you can check. No, in the tender bulletins. Government tender bulletins.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your credit. Kikomo patina na meja bilibalu. Mapo pa yindate aba boys modi de by that qualifier. Very quality. And then key issue an invoice. Every minister is in Mobile Kisapatani within 30 days. So ke tlo kopa HOD a ka dumele a ba fa lehlaba la surprise ya lona ya mmino.
Honorable Minister, Honorable Premier, Honorable MEC, Executive Mayor, MMC, Chief Whip, Bomme, Dr. Kitikam, Khodiena Lelona, Bomme Basawiki, Bomme in the built industry at large. Khali department, I acknowledge a horror, when I listen at the same pizza, but Kitogua in particular got the invoice. Ka hare ho department ho na le di-invoice tse ngata tse ileng tsa amohelwa tse ding tsa tsona di-procedure ha di a latelwa ke tlo bolelana ke bolelang ka hore di-procedure ha di a latelwa. Some of the houses di hailwe tse ding tsa tsona ne di sa registerwa le NHBRC for quality tse ding tsa tsona di ne di sa signelwa di COCs kana go the request to perform work, but ntho ke ile ka bua le di officials ke hore mo matlo a leng teng a hailwe ile a quality re tla patala. The consequences e tla ba tsa internally for the official ke tsona tse tla accounta hona hobaneng ha ba fane ka matlo. Mme ke tlo bolela mona minister hore some of the houses tsa bo mme tse sa patalang o tlo thola hore e ne ile official e ne ile motho ana hirilwe ke department internal e be le motho ena hape ke mo contract ntho tsela di tswile di ile ho bo di hawks re latela molao because ha ke patala le nna ke tlamehile ho account bomme di invoice tsa lona tse di sentse di patalwa ho tloa kgwedi fetileng ha e qala di submission tseno le sentse di etswa ke a shora minister hore if una le any invoice tsa bomme ba tla itlhaisa mme re tla ofa progress officing obaneng le nna ha o nshapa ditsebe mola ke le ka lolwana too much ka ga khona nna ke bela tlo nkena tla sa ba sibese beneng lona la sala le ditsi di office so ke fumane report minister hore di invoice di tla patala di se tla salana le gona ka hare re bonena re phantshana jwang bomme ke kgodi ya lona ha ke qala kopana le bomme ba Saudi ke tsatseng ena hobane nne ke re ke kgodi ya bomme ka minister wa tla ka ho etsala. I've met the leadership ya lona before and I have said to leadership ya Saudi ke a le support but ke latela melao. I have said to leadership ya Saudi ha se sa wiki fela re le department re supporta bomme general mme sa le re tsamaya tselena ka ntho tse ngata minister le MEC ba ile ba hlalosa hore na le di challenges tse ngata tsa matlo a incomplete. Some of those houses needed linked leading projects for me to handle those houses and hore ke dila le tsona ke le ka tlameha ho letsa di proposal tsa hore ke di link ke di etse individual subsidies so that ke tsebe ho la accommodate mme tsatsing lena premier le minister ha se ka swabo empa te ka motlotlo hore ke re ha re qala kgwedi ena bomme re allocate tse bomme matlo 100 ile the first batch ha to atla allocate o buletse mme wa Saudi a re ile ra kopana ho tloa beke tsela tse fitileng di procedures di entse office. The reason de se ka ga qala partnership ena na ka nako e ne le banene ne re tlina bohlaso ke a tseba minister o tlo re kae mosa o ska wa bua ka molomo fela matlo a ka mona ka ha go mathabeng minister Bothavile motho ke matlhagantle matlo a e ne le project e tsakanya fela that we are hoping jalo ka ha tho minister ha ma tsamanteng ha so bonintlo e sakanya fela ha bua ke bomme. I am hoping that this partnership leng khale le teng ha e ntjha e tlotla e tswala e tsa pewe molemo ke a leboha minister ke a tshepa re hlakotse bohlaso. Thank you.
Ke a leboha marente mitlamo mane mabua mona wa matlo a mahlano gore pele kgodina e fela ha matlo a hae a passitse test ya gore a uwe hantle ha ona kgwao lefapheng o tla patala tšhelete ya hae e se le nako o bua nnete mama o kopane le rona a kgwedi ya Mei fela jwale a ke kgolo o santse re na le batho ba batlang go botsa di COC tse salletse morao tsa bona minister o itlhagitse no minister o itlhagitse ona ka bua shoti ke Kubayi le shoti o na le ntate shoti ka morao itse a sa e botsa putsuna a tloele yena maprojekte ya ka gale 1998 a re fapha le mokolo ka 3.7 so ditsoka e tsa tlhaloso le oe jwale ke kopa ke kwale ke a tseba ke a tseba go tlo kgonafala kaofela a go tlo kgonafala kaofela a go tlo kgonafala go na le dintho tse dintho tlameileng minister a le go bulela mamati go tsona go na le diprojeke tse tlameileng a ye a di shebe ntate majolo premierileng ga re pule ra re thusa ka monagano le tse di ditshentšwa gore go batla go bona ka matlho a hae gore ke di feng tseo so lona le ka sala e šodikiole le batho ba bangwe ba lefapha la sala ke kopelo le mafela le baetapele ba rona dipotso tse teng di sia batho ba lefapha bonana basebetsi ba lefapha le basebetsi ba bommasepala gore le gore diprojekte tse di ke ka bomadimae fela gore tse di tsa dintho re ka fumana kae ka ke ruba baetapele batho ba le setsa ka protocol ya tsa baetapele o ba isa go ka le baetapele ka polao re tlo go nna le lona ke re ka tsela le lona ke tlo go nna le lona ba le le ka ya aba tsela bine ikamala makosi gazima libo ikamala makosi gazima
o tlo ba le workshop ya supply chain e tlo workshop a bomme around issue opportunities mona matjhabeng bakara database ya Machabi. I hear you have been complaining that you are not getting opportunities. So Kalabone ka 10 o'clock next week. Mona TS Utlabali workshop it will start at 10 o'clock. I've already issued an instruction to the municipal manager. As we renovate the whole of the Masipala, women must get that opportunity. Amen. So Lona Bagara database ya Machabi, please go workshop Kalabune at 10 o'clock. All officials are human settlement. Baye Guru Hani Park. Rona will be going to Tetra. 4, and from there we'll be going to Hani Park. All the human settlement officials, both local, province and national, straight to Hani Park, Ward 23 and Ward 24. Really,